What's the deal, man? It's the boy Dwayne McClain at Dwayne McClain TV. Like, comment, and subscribe. All that good stuff. Make sure you click the link in the description box. Get your chakra doctor algorithms. They will change your life for the better. I'm telling you, click the link. Go to the website. Check out all his products, man. It's the boy Dwayne McClain. All right, today's video is going to be about POOH SHEISTY getting out of jail and the psychological effects it has on black males, all right? Now, POOH SHEISTY got out of jail. He's celebrated. You see him walking around with his chest out. You see his family happy. Oh my God, my baby home. Oh, come here, nephew. Yeah, you did it. You did it. Celebrated for going to jail, prison. I was at work the other day. I said, yeah, you see POOH SHEISTY got out of jail? A girl from across the room said, he just got out of prison. He just got out of prison. Get it right. I'm like, all right, prison. Black people. Our culture's been brainwashed. But I want to talk about the main thing I noticed, how POOH SHEISTY was celebrated. Now, granted, most black families who are in poverty are full of lazy Negroes waiting on somebody to get rich. Waiting. All we do is wait on somebody to get rich because we want to eat off everybody. That's why so many black celebrities go broke, because laziness plagues our community. I don't know what they did to the water. What kind of, it's the water, the hot, but I gotta understand the psyop they did on us. The water, the drugs, the hot dogs, the bologna, all that stuff was made to attack our brains so we won't have the drive to do something. And it's natural willpower. Blacks are just lazy. Not all of us, but there's a big majority of us that are. So you can't say POOH SHEISTY was getting celebrated because he's around lazy people. Now let's go to the hood, our areas. How many black men do you know go to jail and come home and they're celebrated? I know thousands. I won't say thousands, but in my life, I've seen a good 100 go to jail and come home and be celebrated. I was out in the hood the other day. There's this dude, we used to rap with him back in the day. He was 27 when I was like 19, so he got about like 8 years. He got to be like in his 40s. Looked like Booker T, tall black dude with dreads. He came in thinking he's a god. I ain't never seen this man with his own car. He always got dropped off. And I said, what's up, man? Don't we used to rap together back in the day? He looked at me like, why this bum talking to me? I just got from prison, bruh. I'm like, I forgot. The hood don't like me because for some reason, I look like a nice person. You know what I'm saying? I got a job. So the hood is not like black people who are not with the streets. I'm telling y'all, if you're not from the hood, and you are a black person, and especially a black male, and you're not a street guy, oh, the hood would outcast you. I'm outcasted where I'm from, like for real. And it's like, dang, I'm really with all the problems. I'm really with all the stuff y'all really with, but it is what it is. I ain't about to try to prove myself to nobody. Anyways, Buddy is getting congratulated. Like, hey man, you finally home. Dang man, you finally home, bruh. You finally home, bruh. How much more time you gotta do? Man, I got one more piss test, man. I'm almost from my probation. When I was on probation, I got a lot of respect in the hood for me having going to jail and all that stuff. The guys around me faced it like we got something in common now. You know what I'm saying? And even though my charge is just drinking charges, I was just drinking and driving. I didn't really have no real charges. But however, the hood respected. Now, we have seen numerous of times black people go to jail and come home and get separated, black males. That is a bad sign. We get celebrated to come home from jail. We get coming home parties. Somebody coming home, my big brother coming home. Think about a 5-year-old kid, 8-year-old kid who sees 28-year-old Vontez come home, who just did 7. He got locked up at 21. Vontez came home. Matter of fact, you got to know him. So let's say you knew him when you seen Vontez when you was 5. You're 13 now, so there's 8 years. Vontez did 8 years. Vontez went in when he was 21. He got out when he was 29. So you're a young kid. You look up to Vontez. You remember seeing Vontez when you was 5. You thought he probably one of the coolest cats ever. Had a little gun on him, bandana, had the girls, went to jail, did 8 years, and then you see him come home and everybody's celebrating. You see all the love he gets. When the last time an 8-year-old got love? All of us was 8 and 9 in the hood. Did our mamas and daddies ever show us love? Hell no. Fuck no, never. I remember being in the hood. Come home straight A's. We got my face. Hey, mama, I picked you some flowers. Boy, I gotta work. We never are celebrated our whole lives. No hugs from our mamas. We go to jail and come back, our mama hug us. You know what that do psychologically? That makes you want to go to jail just to get love. Just to get love, just to get a hug. We are never celebrated growing up. We are never congratulated growing up. Never, for no good deeds. That's why we cut up. That's why we cut up. We ain't hugged enough. We ain't loved enough. Black boys in the hood, them boys ain't get no love. And then when we get love, it shocks us. That's why so many black males live with girls. We live with girls. We're not spoiled growing up. Why I'm gonna spoil you? I'm gonna buy that for him. Being raised by that single angry black mom does a lot to our brains. A lot. And nobody talks about that. But let me get back to the Vontez situation. So as a young kid from 5 to 13, you are 13 years old. You see Vontez get out of jail after doing 8 years for attempted murder, and he celebrated. You have went from 8 to 13, and nobody has celebrated you for no reason. It ain't Vontez's birthday. It's not Christmas. You have never been celebrated. You done graduated kindergarten, and you're about to graduate middle school, and nobody celebrated you. You have never gotten a celebration for nothing. Nobody's giving you attention at home. We don't get no hugs, no random hugs, no random I loves you. If you ain't been black in the hood, you will never understand this. We don't get no love. Y'all be seeing the other races get love. It's crazy how they're spoiled. And a lot of us who still grow up like that, we not spoiled. Now, a lot of little kids today are spoiled. They get a lot of love. They get a lot of celebration. But I'm talking about praise. Look how POOH Sheisty's getting praise now that he's home. And this happens everywhere. Man, Jerome coming out of jail, man. Let's go and do a coming home party for him. A coming home party. So we get a party? You think about that. I'm pretty sure it makes it okay to go to jail. It makes it okay to go to prison now in the kid's head. We want to go there just so our mama can hug us. Mamas don't randomly hug us, man. A randomly hug you and I love you, kiss you on the cheek goes far. That does not happen in a black community. I can guarantee you. And that's why we be hating. We be seeing white boys, mamas love them and hug them and buy them what they want and give them what they want and spoil them. We be hating because our mamas won't do it. So these young black boys will see a POOH Shiesty come home celebrated, a Bobby Smurder come home celebrated, a BG come home celebrated. We watch all these brothers go home and get celebrated. I guarantee you psychologically, deep down it makes these guys gonna want to go to jail. Just to get a hug from their mama. Just to get a hug. Just to get some praise, some celebration. Because we ain't got it nowhere else. It's bad. And they're going to constantly do the black male like that. Show me another race where a white guy goes to jail and come home and celebrate it. Show me a coming home party for a white guy. Show me a coming home party for, I'm pretty sure they're doing it in Puerto Rican communities and Spanish communities, but it's nowhere near as praising. It's praised. Like, I just got locked up, I just got out of jail, you know what I'm saying? But most Puerto Ricans and Mexican cultures that act like this are black based. They're all part of the same psyop. They knew if we put a bunch of poor people in this area, it's going to be created like this. So Puerto Ricans and blacks, like on the West Coast and stuff, they're still technically black culture. They listen to hip hop. They do the same stuff. They just put a Spanish twang to it. They still sag their clothes. They still bang. You know what I'm saying? That's all black stuff. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm getting at is some Spanish cultures do celebrate coming home, but I'm guarantee you it's not as prevalent and normalized as it is in the black community. I remember one time I was out, a dude was like, I just got out of jail, bro. I just got out of jail. I got out of jail. And niggas like, oh, man, they were celebrating them. So this POOH Shiesty, that's why these rappers go to jail. The black male is very special. As a black man, I see my specialness I have on this planet. I'm going to just speak on my experiences. My time in basic training, I was the most, in my group of people, everybody knew me. I was most copied. I was probably most talked about. I was always in leadership. Somebody always seemed something special in me. In high school, same thing. I was always copied. My quotes are copied. It always had this effect on everybody around me. And I had never seen no other race have the effect I've had. I've never seen my equivalent from another race. I've never seen a white guy as popular as me, a Spanish guy as popular as me, a Asian guy as popular, as cool as me. I only see another black person. And I think the powers that be see something special in us. We just don't see it in ourselves because we think low of ourselves. That's why they put slavery on us. Y'all, that slavery stuff ain't real. Them people did not enslave us. There's no way you can enslave us. They barely can enslave us now. Think about it. They got to fight us to get us to be enslaved. You know what I'm saying? They got to do so much psyop and brainwashing just to enslave us. Think about, even in jail, you know how much rebellion and stuff go on, how black men are disrupting, and it's hard to control them. It's hard to control it. We are naturally made to disrupt. We actually have that in us. But they know we have this specialness about us. That's why they done so much to make us negative, you know? Because people are going to copy us, man. I've been copied so much. Every job I'm copied. My sayings, my quotes, what I do is copied. I've never seen, I'm speaking on my life as a black man, and I've never seen no other race do what I do. Never. In any room, any job, I always felt superior in the fact of just being a people person, just being known, just being copied, being liked, getting girls. I always felt like I'm better than these people. Not like better, like in the sense of like I'm better than you, a life acquired. Like I got these traits that y'all just don't have. I have this edge to me that you just don't have. And I've never seen a race as an equivalent. And I think the powers that be notice about the black male. That's why they got to keep us in jail, keep us in prison, keep us locked up, and keep our brains locked away. Because they know if we know our true power, the world will copy us. They have no choice but to, they already copy us. Y'all copy the lowest form of human being. A black male going to jail acting crazy, putting goals in his mouth and throwing up gang signs is probably the lowest form of human living. But that is the highest form copied. Why? Because a black man's doing it. You let a white guy do that stuff, that wouldn't get copied. If you get 5 white guys in the room, you got 5 people that are the same. Matter of fact, let me not do 5. You can probably put 20 white guys in the room and you only got 3 types of people. They only gonna be, out of that 20, all 3 of them only gonna be, it's only gonna be 3 different types of white guys. If you put 20 black guys in the room, you got 20 different people. It's rare all of us gonna be alike. Everybody gonna be different. So we got this edge, and I know that's why the Jews constantly pimp out black people, because they see something in us that we don't see. Everybody pimps us out. All the races. Why you think Asians make items just for us? There are shops in black neighborhoods just to service black people. They shop with us. They hate us, but they shop with us to take our money. But they hate our guts. They hate how loud we are. They hate how ghetto we are. Everybody sees something special in black people. We just don't see it because we have slavery. I never thought myself to be special. Never thought I was special. I really just started looking at myself as special like recently. I would say like 2 years ago. Like, dang, man, you're a really special person. Like, you really got a special gift with you. And you're very important. You know what I'm saying? All my black males are very important. You're very special. You have an edge and a quality that no other race has. You have a trait about you that cannot be taught. It cannot be given. It is born with. And all the races know that about the black male. That's why they do their best to kill us off, to have us on drugs, to have us locked up, to have us in this way. That's why we always end up going to jail and to prison. That's why they got us in this negative mind state, this negative cycle. And that's why they're going to always show the rapper go to jail so the black man can continue to go to jail. I guarantee you little kids watching POOH SHEISTY go to prison and come home and get celebrated, they don't think doing a crime is bad. Why would I think a crime is bad if I see you come home and get celebrated? If I see you commit a crime and then you come home and somebody loves you, why would I think it's bad? Why would I not want to grow up and do bad things if I can get a party? A party. I ain't never had a birthday party. You know how many young black boys I know who grew up in my neighborhood who never had birthday parties? And I'm talking about a party just for them. Every year, a big gigantic party. Man, them parties stop at 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, ain't no birthday. Black hood, black people, no birthday. Ain't no birthday. You might get Christmas. And it's only worse today because these mamas are young and they not working. These mamas don't even care about their kids no more. Mamas back in the day would never leave us alone at the house. I can't say never. Some mamas did. But the mamas today are real. These young black ghetto moms are bad. They're not nowhere near as lovable and hardworking and dying for us. These young black mamas is going to live. My mama never lived her life. Man, my mama never lived. My mama worked and came home. My mama went out twice. With her girlfriends twice. I remember it. She went out twice my whole life. These black moms today are going out every day, so I know these kids are growing up worse. You would think the kids grow up better because the hood ain't the same no more. No, these mamas is going out living their life. The kids are not a priority no more. We was priorities to our mamas. No, we wasn't getting birthdays because our mamas couldn't afford it. And then the daddies really ain't shit. If we thought our daddies on shit back then, the daddies today, these black fathers are trash. I feel bad for these kids. These kids really gonna grow up wanting to go to jail. These kids are really gonna want to grow up and do crime. These kids are gonna, they like, at least if I go to jail, I come home, I'm celebrated. I'm somebody. I'm a nobody unless I go to jail. That's what these black kids are seeing. And they look at the TV, they see all these rappers go to jail and they're celebrated, come home from jail, they're celebrated, they getting parties, they getting love, they getting this. I'm 8 years old, I'm not getting nothing but an ass whooping and yelled at. That's all I'm getting. I'm not even doing nothing but being a kid. I'm 8 years old playing. I'm a kid. I remember I was chilling with a chick, she and her son, like, yo, that boy's a child. Let that boy be a kid. You want him to, I had to learn that with my kids, like, yo, they kids, man. They gonna run around, play, and break shit. Let them be kids. I had to stop doing that. I remember I was like, I caught myself being a single black mom. I remember my son was like 7, and he's running around. I'm like, bro, stop all that running. I'm like, he's a kid. Let's let that nigga run. He get hurt. Dude, and guess what? I stopped. He ran, bumped his head. He got a scar on his head right today. I said, you gonna learn that running, ain't you? He stopped running. Sometimes you gotta let kids be kids, man. They break their arm and break their arm. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let them learn. Now, if it's like they're around like some heavy machinery or something, then yeah, you shouldn't have them around there anyway. There's some things you just should know not to have a child around. But we are just in a situation now, in a time now, where these black kids, I feel bad for. It's the hood. I thought the hood got better. When I think about it, the hood has gotten worse because that strong black mama that would die for her kids is gone. These young black girls living their life. They going partying, they going clubbing, they dropping the kid off everywhere. They don't care about the kid. I got a homegirl right now. I ain't know she really my home. She kind of mad at me right now. I told her she sucked with men. I'm like, girl, you got 4 baby daddies. 4 of them. None of them in their life. You need to leave men alone. Why you gonna tell me that? Why? It's the truth. Like, bro, you really need to calm your butt down. Like, bro, you really suck with men. Like, chill. This girl will be out in the middle of the night and leave her 1-year-old kid at home. I'm like, you got a 1-year-old. Well, I'm leaving him there with my other kids. Yeah, I get it. That's 18-year-old, a 17-year-old there babysitting. It's not that bad, but you still might need to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still might need to be there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a baby. Like, I can see if she was 5. I know me, I wouldn't trust my 17-year-old son with a newborn. But my son, mama was dumb too. Because my son was 9 watching. Bro, these mamas, like I said, these mamas are not the same, y'all. These bitches want to live their life. My son, mama. I remember one time my son was 9. This is why I knew I had to come get him. My son was 9. I called her like, hey, what you doing, son? He like, oh, I'm at the crib watching my little brother, my other little brother. I said, dude, how old you again? He like, I'm 9. I'm like, how old's your little brother? He like, he's 4. I said, how's your little brother? Oh, he like 1. I said, so you 9 years old babysitting? Like, what time is it? It's 11 o'clock at night. I said, where your mama at? Oh, she's with her boyfriend. I said, oh, this girl done lost her fucking mind of all them kids alone. Y'all, I'm like, yo, this really happened. This really happened. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, like I said, my homegirl, she leaving her 1-year-old home with a 17-year-old. I still think that, yeah, you got a 17-year-old son and he got another 40. I'm like, yes, they got somebody there, but you can't, they're not parents. You know what I'm saying? They're not full grasping adults. So if something happened to that kid, they're not going to know how to fully react. I'm pretty sure you got it, but here's another thing with these women today. You can't tell them nothing. I told this girl some real shit as a friend. She got mad. I'm like, bro, why you mad at me? I'm trying to tell you real shit. You need to worry about your own. You need to worry about your own life. I'm like, yo, this girl crazy. I feel bad for the hood now. We need to go save the hood, bro. The hood. We need to go get these kids from these single moms, man. We need to go get these bum daddies, man. And then this hip hop is bad. This hip hop is a psyop on y'all brainwash. It's brainwashing y'all. It's brainwashing y'all. I'm being for real. It's brainwashing y'all. And these little boys growing up in the hood, only getting kisses and hugs when they come home from jail, the cycle gonna get worse. Man, if y'all think we 40% of the jails, 30 years, 20 years from now, we gonna be 80% of the jail. Blacks gonna be 80% of the jail. That's crazy, man. Well, that's all I gotta say on this topic, man. Black boys, please get ourselves together. Let's protect our babies. Protect our families, man. Get your chakra dot algorithms, link in the description box. Subscribe to the channel. Y'all bless, y'all be safe. I'm out.